I want to update you about my project. Here is how it looks right now. This is only line art, and today I had my criticism during the class. I'll need to fix these legs so that this card sits on her legs. These guys need to be bigger because they're closer. This part is a little bit too busy. I think that's it. So let's talk about this week's projects. I have four in mind. I have 2 projects from the school, and I have 2 fan arts that I want to do because the Jampiku week is coming up. And also I have a story that I read and I want to make a fan art for that story. The author is lovely and the writing is excellent, so I really felt inspired by the story. So that's what I want to do this week. So this is the Pantone project that I've been working on, and the assignment was to select an object and then find the base color of it and then make an illustration around the object Pantone card using that base color. So I was inspired by the Japanese metro illustrations. You've probably seen them maybe once at least. They're like flat and colored in usually yellow or blues, and I really found them really fun, so I want to bring that into my art. And here I was having a tough time with the boots, the shoes of the main character on this illustration. I tried a few times, and then I went online to see and reference an image of how the boot looks from the front, and that really helped me, so I felt content with what I came up at the end. So after a few sessions and a few breaks, this is what I have. The line art is done, and I think I'm going to color it another day and just switch to another project for today. So about this hand, I was going to redraw it, but I forgot. And this is the poster and brochure project of this week. So this project was given us to learn how to make a poster layout and a brochure layout. We had to design keeping in mind the designer that we were given, and I was given Rudolf Koch. So I decided to use his calligraphic and black letter designs in my poster and brochure as well. So this is how I correct my designs and work on them. I usually bring the design to Sketchbook app and then make notes on top of it like this. And that really helps with seeing how the elements go where, if they work or not. And I also like OneNote to write down my tasks of the day, of the week. That's a habit that I've gained this year, and I love it. Hi, good morning. I was planning to work on my assignment today, but I think I will have to do something else because the electricity went off. So my phone is dead too, and this is plan B. C, I don't know. This art is it's from a story I like to read, inspired by that. It's kind of nerve-wracking to be sketching in front of the camera. I can't think clearly. My mind is here. They look like they're wrestling. We got the electricity again. So I'm going to finish this. I don't know how to read that. Bro? No, I don't know how to read that. Now it's 2 p.m. and I'm done with the mock-up. I'll move on to something else. So yeah, here I am once again working on this assignment, and I chose beiges and yellows, blues for this illustration. I thought they were matching very well because they were kind of on the other end of the spectrum. But the main tone should be beige, so I'm trying to work around other colors, around that color, that Pantone color. I usually color in one layer when I paint, digital painting, but because this had little areas that might need a different color, so I try to use masks a lot this time. I made this sketch in between my work. This is Jan and Peak from Attack on Titan, and this is for Jan Peak Week 2021. Theme was freedom, and I decided to have her Titan releasing like a soul is going out of her body. And also I also break my glasses this week, so I need to fix these somehow because the lockdowns is about to start. I go back to my assignment for the coloring of the illustration, and you can see how easy it is to color with masking layers. I am adding highlights and shadows, so I decided to make a white highlight because I thought it would look more like vibrant and poppy and happy. And the shadows are just the darker color of the base colors. I'm frequently zooming out and checking if the colors are still working out. if I were to do it right now, which is like a few months from this illustration, I would do it differently. I would choose the colors differently, I think. But this is pretty good for that time, when I was only just learning to work with colors. Hey, let's start the fan art. So, this is again Jone and Peak from Attack on Titan. And this fan art is for a story that I've been reading. I don't know how many months it has been, but there are like almost 40 chapters. The story is going so good, so good. So I am reenacting, not reenacting, but painting a scene from the story, and the characters are talking at the table. They are like talking about their lives, and Peak lets Jone to touch her hair at this scene before catching his wrist and asking him, "What are you doing?" So that was a fun scene at the story. Before applying references in the screen, as you see, the sketches looked like they were hand wrestling and arm wrestling, and it was so funny. So I had to use a lot of references, and I had to redraw and draw again so many times, but I'm really proud of the result. This is the first artwork that I did, including like faces and backgrounds and full painting. And I was only able to do it because this story was so good, and it was a big inspiration for me. One of the hardest parts are Peak's expression. So I tried to give her a intrigued expression, like she's interested and she's kind of asking what's happening, and she's also laughing, like smiling at him. So I tried to give her this expression. I don't think I was really successful, but I did my best. As I said, I had to use a lot of reference for the especially arms and hands. So this is one of the references, and I took a few pictures of me, and actually both Peak's and Jone's hand are mine. They're just pictures of my hands, and I use that to draw. Drawing hands is hard. It's really hard. But I actually really love drawing hands. When it's done, it's really pleasing to look at those fingers and how they move. It's so like elegant. And so I actually like drawing hands. It's just kind of painful when I'm in the process. So this is the end of the line art. And as you can see, I didn't draw anything to the background. I just want to paint it with the darkest colors and have a nice gradient going on, like maybe a flowing curtain, something else, some romantic vibe, an intimate vibe. That's what I wanted. From this moment, I try to record from my app, the sketchbook app, and I just tried this once, so I'm not sure if it's better or worse. Please tell me. Because I think when I'm shooting my camera angled at the tablet or PC, I also can't screen record from my PC, because it's really hard on my laptop to run a recording program OBS and both Photoshop at the same time or other app or other programs. So I don't do that too. But please tell me if it's looking good, bad, if I should change anything. There's a lot of jumping in and out from the zoom ins and zoom outs because I have a habit to zoom in and out a lot of times, but I hope that's not too tiring on the eyes. I really like how I painted this painting. It's really looking kind of wet, like a wet media. I don't know. It's kind of like gouache. And I really like it. The way it looks, the way it flows. I think I was really successful for this, for the first time, for a first timer. Adding darker colors really changes a scene. It really gives them dimension to a scene. So I should really add darks more because I like those kind of paintings more, the vibrant and dark ones. So I think this was a good choice for background and foregrounds. I try to choose the colors mostly warmer toned, and even Peek's hair, which is actually black, and her dress which is black, they're all shades of brown here, and I try to add like yellows and oranges, reds of highlights from their of their clothing and their hair. So that was really fun to do because I've never done this kind of warm highlights. And on the table as well, I wanted to make it shining, and this light is shining on the table. I'm very good at explaining, I swear. So another thing is that almost disappearing flowing curtain at the background. I didn't want it to catch a lot of attention, so I didn't do it like white or anything, it's kind of, I imagine it as a white transparent, but the color is so strong that it's washing out all the whiteness of it, and it's looking as if it's like a water. It's messing with the light. Do you understand what I mean? Like how the water or the glass does it. And usually before I share my works, I also send it to my tablet so that I can see how it looks on mobiles, because mostly people look at art from their mobile devices these days. So that's really important, because my on my laptop it's looking really pale, the colors on everything, but when I send it to my phone or tablet, it's looking really vibrant and saturated. I hope you come to my Instagram or Twitter to see it alive and well. You can see them at my Twitter, Instagram, or Buy Me a Coffee page. I hope to see you there, and thank you for watching. I hope to see you again. Bye!